Welcome to ISE's ETF and Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ETFs and ISE's indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, the Chief Derivative Market Strategist at OptionSource.net. ISE has a portfolio of more than 20 proprietary indexes based on a diverse range of fast-growing industries and emerging markets. Our team of indexing experts is dedicated to creating these innovative indexes and partnering with issuers to launch unique investment vehicles. This includes exchange-traded funds, exchange-traded notes, and other structured products. ISE continually enhances its trading platform and develops new index products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE ETF and Index Outlook for July 23, 2012. This is Patrick Ceresna. As always, we start off with a chart of the S&P 500 using that spider exchange-traded fund symbol SPY. We've been looking for a short-term market top already for about 2-3 weeks. Suggested it should occur at this 137, 138 level. And while we had the last 5-6 days have a rally that tested all the way back up to a full test of the 138 level, we are already seeing signs of still reversal candles, which at this point has us not abandoning our entire thesis. Is the fact that this rising wedge right here, once it finishes running its course, will break down again, and we'll be looking for that confirmation below the low that was put in just the other week, around that 132, 133 level, as sort of the pivot from which we'll know for certain a new downtrend has begun. Until then, obviously, there's just going to be some noise back and forth up along these levels, and we're going to see whether or not there's any follow through early this week. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Global Engineering and Construction Index, which is symbol CVEL. And what we've seen here is a chart pattern that is a very weak version of what we saw in the S&P after that substantial sell-off in the month of May. We've seen the index try to recover over the last little bit, but has failed to hold on to any short-term gains. Really at this stage, this is sort of like a rising flag or wedge formation that if the S&P begins selling again, it is likely that this index will break down and begin another round of selling. The best case scenario is that we test the 200 level and have a substantial bounce, but we do want to emphasize that over the last 3 years, this 200 level has played a crucial role in finding the short-term bottoms. If there was any substantial follow-through below 200, it would really put this index into sort of a no man's land where at that point it may fall until considerably more before finding the first wave of substantial support. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Water Index, which is symbol HHO, and the Water Index is actually a spitting image of the S&P 500 after putting in over February and April that head and shoulders formation. We've had the May correction and subsequent full retracement of that correction on the upside. At this stage, just like the S&P 500, we'll be watching to see whether or not a break of this 87-88 level is broken, and if it is, that would likely indicate that a new round of selling is underway. The water index at this juncture would likely, at minimum, if it makes the break, return back to its double bottom lows of around the 82-83 zone where it was trading at the end of May. But a deeper, more robust sell-off will have it testing its November lows around the 76 to 78 level on the downside. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Global Copper Index, which is the symbol ISC, and we continue to see a very weak market in the copper index. While the rest of the markets have been able to muster up substantial rallies, we continue to see a market here that deteriorates still yet to lower and lower prices during this cycle, and every time it tries to rally, it fails very quickly and turns back down. This is a very weak market, and until we see some sort of price action to indicate that the bulls have re-engaged the upside, then one must respect the primary trend, which would likely still have yet another round of weakness in this copper index. If we have any substantial break below this 280 to 290 level where the lows all came in the last month, then it is likely that we could see even a move down towards around the 250 to 240 area on the downside if the selling accelerated. That was your ISE ETF and Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free ETF and index trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE's indexes and ETFs, visit us at www.ise.com/ETF.